Spring has almost sprung, but it's time to get your gardens getting ready for spring. And Master Gardener Ed Sourdiffe's here. He's going to show us some different lighting options for growing your gardens indoors. Ed, happy almost spring.
Yeah, happy almost spring.
I've declared it's springtime, though. It's going to make me feel better. If we're in the spring mood, it's going to make us a little happier.
Well, with the time change, it almost feels like spring.
That's true. I know. It's so late when the sun goes down. I love it. But we are going to use a different kind of light today. We're going to start our gardens for the spring and summertime.
Yeah, I'm going to show you a bunch of lights that you can use indoors. If you live in an apartment and you don't have any room for an outside garden, you can actually grow tomatoes indoors. We have that kind of technology now.
And is that a permanent solution, or is it the same process where you create seedlings indoors and eventually transplant them?
Well, you can do it with these modern lights. They'll go from seedling to full plant, like a tomato plant that will flower and bloom and bear fruit. But we can start off with the simple, most inexpensive one, like I showed you last year, which is regular fluorescent lights that you get at like the big box stores.
They're really inexpensive.
Yeah, the unit's about $8, $9, and then the light bulbs are less than $1 a piece. And what you do with that is you use a cool white and a warm white bulb, and that gives you a nice full spectrum of light. And if you want to just plug this in here, we can show the difference of the colors.
It says a cool light and a bright light?
No, a cool white, which is right here, which is, you can see it looks a little cooler, and then a warm white, which is a little bit slight pinker. Okay. And this gives you a full spectrum that you can grow your plants. So you would have this on a timer. You can put a timer and use that for everything. About 12 to 16 hours is what you put the timer for all your lights on. So you do that with this, and then you would have suspend that about 4 to 6 inches above your seedlings, and then they'll be able to grow on and they'll be nice and healthy, and then you can bring them outside after you acclimate them, and you'll have your plants for the summer with that.
Now, have you found this is a big drain on your electrical bill?
Well, no. Fluorescent lights are really efficient, so they are not a drain. You don't really notice it at all. If you're going to go to the next level of lighting, and this is old technology, here is this Mercury vapor lighting here. If you want to plug that in, we can see how bright that is.
All right.
Or actually,
plugged in?
Yeah. And there we go. So this is pretty bright, but now if you put your hand in front of it, you'll see all the heat.
Wow.
So this is 160 watts that this uses. This is old technology. You can keep this about 3 feet from the plants. You can do tropicals, you can do orchids, anything, keeping that away. But you always have to be concerned with this old technology about the heat frying the plants. It is full spectrum, but it uses a lot of electricity, so that would bring up your electric bill.
Now, Ed, what if you had your plants and they're being displayed, but it's cold out this time of year? What's an ideal temperature to be growing all these plants at?
Well, I'd say, if you're starting seedlings, you want to do around 60 or above. You don't want to really go below 50. Different plants require different temperatures, but usually warmer is better for tropicals. Actually, tropical plants thrive in an environment that we thrive in. So if the humidity is comfortable for us, it'll be good for them, and the heat the same way.
So if people are doing this in their own home, in the interior of their home, maybe they don't need any heat lighting, but if they're doing it in their garage or a basement or a porch, maybe utilize a little bit of heat lighting too?
Sure, but then when this goes off in the evening, then there would be no more heat. So I would try to do it in a well, like I was saying, this is old technology. I would probably go to the newer technologies and do it indoors where you are. So if we want to show that.
Yeah, this is the new technology.
So these two things, we can start with the smaller one here, if you want to plug that one in. These are LED, light emitting diode type of technology. I think, is it clipped on?
There we go.
Yeah, there it is. And this is just red and blue diodes. And this is more of a supplemental. This takes 12 watts of energy.
Okay.
So that's really inexpensive to run. And you would run it the same length of time, 12 to 16 hours. But this is like if you had only an east window or dim light in a room, this would actually supplement that and give you really strong growth for your plants.
And I mean, it's a nice color too.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice pink color at night.
And now, how much is this, something like this roughly?
This one's about $50, and it's just the light bulb itself. And the unit, I just have it plugged in a regular little outlet thing.
And would one do the trick, do you think, if you had a small area?
Well, this will do about 4 square feet. So that's pretty good.
And because seedlings take up such little space, you can put a lot in 4 square feet.
And of course, this will actually do those other plants like we're talking, things that really require a lot of light. So things like, even you could geraniums in the house or something that you normally wouldn't traditionally have.
Now, if you're ready to step on up to the big time.
Yeah, this is my new toy. This is a really big Bloom Boss 2000 or whatever. It's all LED lights, and you have to shield your eyes when this goes on. I don't know if they can see that at home or not.
Oh, they can see that it's bright.
Oh, yeah.
I know that
So
much
that's
right
really
now.
cool. And this is totally full spectrum. This has your red light, your blue light, and even the white light in it. So it has this you
Very
could put.
patriotic, Ed.
Yeah, it is. It looks kind of nice. And you could put this in your, in a closet, and you could grow anything that you wanted to, basically. So you're not restricted by having to live in an apartment now to have a garden, not having outdoor space. You can grow anything now.
Now I have no excuse.
No, yeah, nothing at all.
Lastly, we're running out of time, but there's 3 symposiums coming up that are very worthwhile. Tell us a little bit about them.
Yeah, we have the Western Mass Master Gardeners have 3 symposiums where they teach all sorts of things. We have the first one this weekend at Frontier Regional High School in South Deerfield. I'll be teaching organic gardening at that one. There's another one on April 6th at Holyoke High School. They had to change the location from Dean to Holyoke.
Okay.
And I'll be teaching water gardening there. Plus there'll be a ton of other things. And then the final one is at Lennox Middle and High School in the Berkshires. That's April 13th.
So it's a great time to learn. It's that perfect time of year to learn a little bit more.
Yes,
because
yes.
Spring and summer, they're going to come pretty fast.
Yeah, they're right around the corner.
Yeah. Well, Ed, thank you so much for stopping by. If you want these or any more tips, you can always go to mymassappeal.com later today.